Hey, peace, everybody. Welcome back to the work-based learning program. We are in week 7. I'm going to continue what we were doing last yesterday about the business model canvas. And we're going to be comparing the business model canvas to business plans, seeing the similarities, noting some of the differences and how things get expanded more. So, it'll primarily be just exposure. There'll be space for questions or comments if you all have any. Um, you know, and you can put those questions or comments to us, either in the session or outside the session. So I think I'll just kind of hop back into it, and we'll move along from there. So pulling up this business model canvas, just as a reminder of what we were looking at yesterday. It's got 9 sections that, help a person, whether they're an investor, potential partner, or whatever, know a bunch about your business in a, really condensed fashion. The business plan is going to be it's going to have a lot of these same sections, maybe not quite how we see them here. But just to go over the value proposition, customer segments and channels, the customer relationships, those are all going to be in there in addition to key activities and partners and resources, cost structures and revenue streams. One of the business plans can be really, really, they can be daunting. I mean, to be honest, and they're kind of something that can feel really, how do I say, just a big obstacle to overcome. And while trying to figure out how to overcome that obstacle for myself, I came upon this website called Live Plan, which kind of walks the user through creating business plans. They have prompts, as well as a bank of template business plans. And so I'll just run through, just to begin with, the outline of what is in a business plan that I created before with a project that I was trying to think through. And we can go through what can be found in something like that, as well as what this application looks like and how it works. It cost $20 per business, but I found it to be really helpful. And so you can see that I'll bring both of these things side by side so we can compare. You can see that it starts with an executive summary that's talking about opportunity and expectations. I'll skip past that executive summary because it's just a summary of everything else. So there's a place for talking about the problem and the solution, which equates roughly to this value proposition. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? There's a place here for the target market, which is equates roughly to customer segments and who's in there. There's a place for competition. That's not quite in here, but we could talk about it if you needed to, in terms of the business canvas. There's a place for marketing and sales plans. That's kind of channels. How are you getting the stuff out? How are you getting out your products and services, as well as word about it, so that equates roughly to the channels. And you'll also likely be talking about the ways that you'll be engaging with customers in that marketing sales plan as well. Operations, that's kind of key activities as well as key resources, talking about what you to make the thing go, who's going to be involved. There's a place in here for milestones and metrics. If we wanted to, we could adjust the business model canvas to equate for that, or make room for that. There's a place here for the company and ownership structure. That's kind of getting into partners, like who's involved, who's the team, who are the advisors. And then after that, there's a place for the financial plan, which is getting into like the cost structure and the revenue streams down at the bottom. And you can see that it's kind of broken down into assumptions and revenue by month, use funds, etc. And so, like just pulling up an example that was done earlier this year. Unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere, but it was a fun exercise of this place up north. And so you can see, there's an executive summary with a problem statement, solution statement, talking about the market, talking about the competition, or at least like who's around, why, me and the group I was trying to get together was the right group. Talking about some of the financials and what could be expected. Again, getting into the problem solution and target market, competition, a SWOT analysis, something you won't find in business model canvases, but it's very important nonetheless. And this is an opportunity for the founders to assess the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in relation to the business and the owners who are involved. So that's always a good exercise to do if you are doing a business model canvas. The marketing and sales plan, as I mentioned, talking about like the needs, some metrics and milestones, talking about the company and management team. Financial plan, so talking about some of the assumptions, revenue by month, expenses, net profit, use of funds, statements that revenue for forecasting revenue, as well as profit and loss, and balance sheets. And the cool thing about this live plan online app is that when you're using it, it's going to walk you through how to create all of those things. And so, there's tables here that they walk you through, like creating, this kind of stuff. So it's really like supportive, I think. And the cool thing about this financial section is that you're able to connect it directly to what's the name of that accounting software? QuickBooks, so that you can see in real time without, and automated how everything is working out and if you made the right assumptions. I don't have that connected here, but yeah, it's a really cool option. What else did I show you all in here? Okay, so we'll go over to the plan. So in this plan section, for each of these things, they're gonna give you some, how do I say, directions or prompts on how best to fill these out. So if you see here on the left, there's a place for instructions where they talk about, what a SWOT analysis is. And then they'll also give you examples. This one's from a food truck. Then there's another one from a car wash. So you can see, and like, it's just all right there for you, which is why I really like it, because you don't have to search around trying to find examples or figure out like, how do you structure this thing? They just give it to you. And then once you do each section and, follow the prompts, it creates that, a PDF for you. Another awesome thing about this, I'm going to stop soon because I feel like I'm just talking this company up too much. They'll create like a pitch document for you. So after you do like the big plan, or maybe before you do the big plan, this one before, you can put like what you like kind of, you can create that kind of like elevator pitch, like 2-page document that you would be given to folks that has all of the different, things like right there. So I'm gonna stop on this live plan. Um, but yeah, like y'all have seen the outline of what a business plan could look like. Like we've kind of gone through what like how like the different sections approximate to the business model canvas. The last live plan. You can see here in this outline that I didn't use all of the different things that they have available in terms of topics to discuss, different charts and tables. So, I mean, feel free to check this out if you want to. It's helped me create my first business plan after like making many attempts using templates. So it's the only reason why I'm talking about it and helping y'all for that. So I think we're good. Anything you want to add into it?
No, I think it's an experience. Even if you, because we do recommend the business model canvas. I mean, I think it's just good practice to do a business plan. Probably doesn't have to be 40 pages, but just to have the experience of doing both. So yeah, this is a great tool. I'm listening to my.
All right, sure. So yeah, we'll upload this so y'all can look through the comparisons and similarities. And today is Wednesday, so we'll see y'all tomorrow.